Well, it's the Japanese government trying to save face. I mean, I don't think they actually really wanted, they don't want Carlos Ghosn back because they would really like to push them behind this. The entire orchestrated plan to take down Carlos Ghosn has destroyed Nissan. And Carlos seems to be right when he said that Nissan will be bankrupt in 2 years. Um, However, they did make the request to the U.S. authorities to have the people who helped them escape be captured, and the U.S. does what Japan asks. I mean, it's a very legally they're within the rights to do it. And I don't think that the Abe administration really wants to hear about Carlos Ghosn anymore because the Nissan thing was a fiasco. But since they've caught the two, I guess Japan will ask them to be extradited. And they'll save face if they go to jail because, Japan will be like, well, yes, Carlos escaped, but we got the guys that helped him escape. So all is well.
And there still is the number 2 of Nissan, the former number 2, who's being held
Greg
in
Kelly.
house arrest in Japan, Greg Kelly.
Yeah, they're never going to let Greg Kelly go, but I don't think he's going to be found guilty in his court case. And quietly, the prosecutors are trying to figure out a way to sort of make this whole problem resolve itself. It's a blemish on the Japanese government, and I think everyone at the top levels of the government understands that the prosecutors being used to solve what was essentially in-house problems in Nissan was a terrible strategy that has made them look stupid in the world and has probably cost them one of their crown jewels because Nissan is not doing very well. If Renault is doing badly, you can blame Nissan and you can blame the Japanese government, but you can also blame Macron for telling the Japanese authorities that they were going to put Nissan under the control of Renault, which did not play well with the Japanese government.
You agree with that, Christopher Dickey?
Well, I think that probably was a tactical diplomatic mistake and certainly made life more complicated for Carlos Ghosn and for Mr. Kelly. I think just going back to the report on that, one of the things that interested me was the remark that by the lawyers for the Taylors that they wanted to be heard in the courts and by the executive. What does that mean? I suspect it means that they're going to try and drag Donald Trump into this because he's become quite famous for pardoning all kinds of people once there's a kind of political support for them. And the Taylors are the kind of people who might get that kind of political support. They free this man who's a tremendous business executive. They get him out of Japan. And then the first thing they do is they tell you, we're Green Berets, we're patriots. This is all the kind of thing that Americans do. They help out businessmen who are under pressure from a corrupt government. So I think it wouldn't be surprising if Donald Trump gets dragged into this.